So, new game. Going to be alright. Continue. Explore, start. Normal. Skip the tutorial. And I'm going to get navigation. Navigation's great. Love navigation. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there, copy our seed, paste that in chat. So just copy and paste that in when you're generating a character around that first page there. Gonna go here, edit the message, seed, boom. Gonna go here. Ugh, what is that? What was that? Stream bulletin. Put the seed there. And jump on Reddit real quick. And go back to my posts. Come on. Come on. There you go. Dang it. Leave me the heck alone. I'm trying to do stuff here. Oh, God damn. This freaking website's terrible. I hate it. Like, I like the app. The app is great, but browsing through the website is awkward. Alright, let's get in here. Edit the post. Boom. Save. And alright. So I am in the voice chat on my Discord if anyone would like to join me. There. Just know that you're going to be broadcasted. Which I'm pretty sure the audio mixer is going to pick up the any voice chatting we have. But you don't need to do anything there. So the idea is that we're going to explore and we're going to find stuff together. Fun, silly willy. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing I was just doing in the warm-up. So if you're doing the Apogee start as well, this is what you can do. Come here first. But we don't need anything here. I just normally come in here to get gas, but just to check the weapons, to see if there's any weapons we want to grab. Like any salamanders. Salamanders are the big thing, but there's nothing. We don't want to spend too much of our money since we want to grab, because we have enough crew. That was why I was doing it. Yeah, but we'd actually have enough crew. So we'll go straight down here to Galatia. If you don't have navigation, just drop in at Pontus. Oh, these guys are going to fight us now. Okay. So, to avoid doing that, go dark before you come out here. We're going to attempt to disengage. We cannot. But this is fine. I was so expecting this to happen, to be honest. Alright, you guys, stick with me, and we'll just be fine. They don't have enough to really threaten us. Alright, once our engines get online, we gotta protect the Condor. Ah, come on. There we go. Heckin' pirates. Why is he running off on his own like that? I told him to stay with me, and he's running off like an idiot. So if he's going to get blown up, we may lose him. Because he's a genius. But at least he's distracting like half of their forces. Yeah, I completely forgot about the transponder because I'm a heckin' noob. But yeah, you want to turn your transponder off before you jump into deep space. Like what you do is right before, after you activate the transverse jump, but right before you actually jump, you want to turn it off. Get off me and go actually attack him. Because he's too fast for me to go deal with. Come on. Let me turn that on to always fire. This is supposed to be a nice chill start. Alright. Here, I'm going to exit real quick, because it's taking freaking forever. And the reason why I'm exiting is because I could just win that fight. It's not a hard fight. It's just going to take forever because he's not going to fight me. He's just going to run around. So, like, honestly, I don't know. I think the only reason they tried to engage was because there were two of them around. But if we just jump into hyperspace right away with our transponders off, then we can avoid that. Oh, that was so annoying. Pirates! Pirates! I jumped out with my transponder on. Yeah, it's so annoying. And it wasn't even like I was gonna lose. It was just gonna take me like 15 minutes. By the time I caught the goddamn Shrike and killed it, I would have already been able to do all of my trading. So, this was fine. It's just gonna load straight back in. Same seed and everything. Although I don't know why the audio is coming through the desktop now. Okay. Whatever. Alright, so, that was fun. Transverse jump, and as soon as we jump, just keep mashing the going dark button. And now we'll go dark. We'll be dark out here. Of course, this lovely little startup lag. What is... Oh, I got Discord running, so it might... Oh, I better not do this all the time. Shouldn't be doing it right now. Nope, still got those heckin' pirates that want to fight us. I mean, we can beat them, it's just... I don't want to have to fight them! Ah! This time we were able to disengage. Okay. Ah, it's so annoying. Yeah, that's the derelict field. So grab the wolf. Grab the hammerhead. And grab the dram. And turn our transponder back on so we don't get yelled at. Oh, actually, no, we have plenty of... We don't need to wait at all. We can just jump straight back out. Thankfully, those pirates are gone. Probably got into a fight with someone bigger than us. They're idiots. I hate them. Oops. No problem. Turn our transponder on. Should have had it on in the first place, but, you know. It's my first day. And then right here, we're just buying weapons. Buying as many weapons as we can. And buy more gas. As much gas as we can. Wow, that's funny. We can buy... Alright, there we go. And we'll take these weapons. The Ragnar Complex needs weapons. Fantastic. Ragnar Complex hangs out around the Red Star in Valhalla, which is, I forget, Ragnar. Haha, of course. Come over here. We want to be right next to this picket when we go in, because we're going to trade on the black market. And they don't have any surplus here to buy. No, they don't. And as soon as we do that, they're going to yell at us, which is perfect. Oh, we don't have a point. Dang it. I meant to have a story point at that point. Okay, don't do that. I keep forgetting it takes a second to get a story point. Now I have the story point. Now I need to get caught by someone. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's fine. We're gonna stop in over here and make these people angry at us by turning off our transponder. And they'll come flying at us, and we'll talk our way out of it. There's our story point. There's our XP, our bonus XP. They still don't want to stop talking to us. Now they want to go fight the pirates. This is funny. Whenever you're in system, like the patrol will like come running over here to try and fight the pirates every time. It's hilarious. All right, so we're gonna buy up all the cheap weapons we can get on the black market, and we're gonna bring those to all the way back to Quaddle. I don't think so. I think I'd rather take these to Ragnar. Back to the Ragnar Complex. There we just came from, because we can get the best deal there. And don't forget to buy gas. And supplies aren't super cheap here, but we're going to load up on some of them, just so that we have enough for the full journey. And let's go. Get out of here. And get moving. I'm going to double check the deal before we go in system. Just because if it's still not there, and it is, if it wasn't though, we were going to go somewhere else. But turn our transponder on, because we don't have a story point to burn yet. But now we want, no, wait, no, we don't. We'll be on the other side, away from them, so we can get the story point before they get to us. So give them all of those. And now we're going to go make a drug deal. The Umber Pirates want drugs, so we're going to go to Hybrossil to get the drugs. Alright, now we run away a little bit. And they didn't even talk to us. Okay, that's fine. I got a story point though that we need to spend. So we're going to go to Hybrosol. And normally I drop right in on Echobris, or Ushbri. Oshubri. I think it's Oshubri. Anyway, but no, we're going to drop in on their military place, because we'll do that without our transponder, and they'll be happy to talk to us, and we'll be happy to talk to them with our story point, and move on. And now we'll turn on our transponder, because we don't want to get harassed. We don't have any more story points. So let's go over here, and we'll pick up as much drug as we can. We should have enough gas to get to Umbra. And yeah, we got plenty of gas to get to Asconia, which is where Gas Daddy lives, so we'll be fine. Grab all these drugs on the black market, grab all these drugs on the not black market. Since we have so much extra money and there's so many extra drugs and the deal is for such a large amount, I'm going to grab this drone tender here, which should be there for you as well. And we're going to spend the rest of our money on to fill his cargo hold with drugs. Then we're going to come in and already make our print. So we want light machine gun, unstable injector, expanded cargo holds, and reinforced bulkheads. I think that's what we want. Reinforced bulkheads? No, we want the, hold on, they had it. Insulated engine assembly. It's right here. So we grab that too. Like that. It's not the bulkheads, it's the insulated engine assembly. And the rest go into capacitors. So again, light machine gun on the turret, insulated engine assembly, expanded cargo holds, unstable injector. And we're going to stamp that here, custom stamp, and then we go up to the other one, and we're going to stamp him with that. Now we have even more cargo space for even more drug. Drug, 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 make the world go round. Alright, so we're going to also, we have plenty of gas, we already did that. We're going to grab these swarm wrecks. They're one of my favorite weapons, so we're going to grab those. We're going to grab this phase lance with a wolf. It's fantastic. Hey, Cat Cook. Cat Cook has the best emotes. And so we'll buy the swarm racks. I'm also going to buy these. No, I'm not going to buy the breach pods. The swarm racks are all we need. And do we still have money left over? I saw a gremlin. Yeah, let's buy this gremlin. Since we're looking for gremlins soon anyway. And we're going to probably do some military shopping coming up. But I want to get these two hyper... Oh, I don't have the money now. Okay, so now let's go. Don't worry about the cargo capacity. That problem works itself out. As long as it's not a huge amount. You'll just burn through supplies until your cargo is balanced. Alright, so we're taking drugs to the pirates who are down here. So you could jump in at this warp point, but I have navigation, so I'm going to drop right in on them. I'm going to go dark as I go in. And there's a fleet here, so if you aren't built... Nah, this is a trade fleet. They're weak. They're not going to bother you. Alright, then we sell the drug, and now we have a ton of money. Ton of money and ton of experience. We should level twice from that. In fact, let's go ahead and leave and let it settle in, because I'm convinced that if you buy stuff before you get that experience points trigger... Where is our experience points trigger? Yeah, see, it doesn't want to give it to us right away. No, it's at the end of the month for a trade. It should happen. It should have happened by now. There it goes. We want that to trigger. Now I'm going to get bulk transport and sensors, because I want the extra sensors, I want the extra inventory. And since we are here, I'm going to do a little in-system trading as well. talk our way out of this. We're going to leave our transponder off. We're going to buy all these supplies, gas, all on the open market, or black market, right in their face. Umbra still wants drugs, so we're going to buy up their drugs as well here. And we're going to be spraying out story points. It's just going to be like a story point rain. In fact, I'm not even going to bother doing any weapons shopping right now. No, I will buy that, because that's going to go on our apogee. And buy those salamanders, like the salamanders. See what they have on the black market for ships. We're going to do all our black market trading at once, so we take the hit all at once. We're going to get this shade. Normally I like the pirate shades, but the regular shade is fine. It's just the pirate shade's a little bit cheaper. We're going to buy this drone tender. And then we're going to head over, and they're going to yell at us for that. We're going to head over to Volturn. Still with the transponder off, we want them to yell at us as much as possible right now, since we have so many extra story points. And we're trying to power level to get to level 5. So we'll turn our transponder. Or no, we're not turning the transponder. We're just going to talk. We leave the transponder off. Because honestly, if we get tagged again before we make this next trade, fantastic. So we're going to run up to Volturn. Because the pirates still want drugs, so we can take all the drugs from Volturn. They also want supplies? Yes, but not at a great value. Still, we're going to be able to sell them. We're going to make some money off of those supplies. Volturn doesn't have anything too exciting that the Umbra pirates are going to want. Yes, they do. The organs. So we're going to grab their organs. And I'm actually going to grab this Tachyon Lance for the for our apogee. I'm going to buy those ion cannons as well. We're going to need those for our ships. I'm going to buy... I don't think we need any light machine guns. What's on our hammerhead right now? Oh, he has nothing. Okay, so I might need those light machine guns for the hammerhead. And I might need these annihilator racks. So I'm going to grab the 2 annihilator racks. I'm going to grab 2 light machine guns for the hammerhead. And we don't have anything for the ion pulsar. I got the phase lance for the wolf. Okay. Check their ships, because we want all their drone tenders. All your tenders belong to us. I'm just going to double check to make sure it's got a regular 9 burn, because if it's got a degraded dry field, no bueno, no want. And we're not interested in buying any other ships, because we want to use all our money to make our ships as good as possible. Let's stop by Nortia real quick. Is that an attachment? No, it's not. Let's go ahead and throw a ping out to try and get someone's attention. I'm surprised. I thought he would come running at me. It's okay. We'll wrap around Syndria on the way back. I want to get at least one more ping. Anyway, we'll stop by the Independence. Here's some railguns we can use for our boy, the Hammerhead. Some scary guns here, but let's grab this heavy machine gun. I'm thinking heavy machine gun, chain gun for the Hammerhead. It's a nice setup, and if I'm going to be flying it, I'd rather have that. Alright, and then I'm going to buy the stabilized shield as well. It's one of my favorite mods. We're not going to use it right now, but same with the these two. We're not going to use these right now, but I want them. And then we need no more phase shifts. Authority. It's a shame. Alright, graded shields, damaged weapon mounts. Not a bad problem. And do you have anything else in the open market? No tendies, no tendies, no tendies. It's alright, we're going to stop by somewhere else as well to potentially buy some more pirate ships. Basically every civilized place does a great job of supplying pirate ships on the black market. Yeah, everyone buys pirate ships, right? Spend another story point. Now we have a lot of XP that we're going to be getting from this, from the trading we're going to do right here. And we could do this a couple of times if we wanted to, but we're just going to do this one extra. Sell them the organs, sell them the drugs, sell them all of our gas, and all but like 30 supplies, because we're going to head right back to Syndria and stock back up. Real quick, did I check their ships? They have crappy drone tenders. We don't want those crappy drone tenders. So we have a gremlin and a shade. Okay. So 6 drone tenders. We could use a couple more. I'm not stressing the drone tenders really as much as I am getting the phase ships, as I really want to be stealthed when I'm out there. The amount of drone tenders we have now would be acceptable, just not ideal. Go ahead and grab this extra gremlin. So now we have 2 gremlins. I'm going to get at least one more shade, but I'll pick up another gremlin if I can't get. Yeah. Okay, so none of these ships are really all that great. But one of the things I was planning on doing if I found one was to get... that gas can is damaged. Don't want that. I'm going to get another gas can. And I'm actually... This is because at some point, like, we're going to have too many ships. We're going to be recovering ships while we're out there. And so at some point, I'm going to want to get rid of these guys. And having this guy with us will help consolidate that. But there's no reason to get rid of them now. We wouldn't get good money selling them anyway. And they can help us bring more gas out into deep space. Okay. I'm surprised there's not that many ships here. But we're going to go check a couple other places on the way out anyway. So let's grab all their supplies and gas off of the black market. And then we're going to grab all of their gas on the regular market. But we're going to get more supplies along the way off the black market so that we don't have to pay any extra taxes. Because, heck, taxes. And, look at all those anti-matter, or railguns, I mean. We could put the railguns on our gremlins. So let's... I'd rather have the auto cannons on them, though. Now, you know what? Let's do 3 railguns. No. I want the auto cannons because I also want to put the machine guns on them for safety. So let's buy these machine guns up, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna find more. And we did get salamanders. We got 2 of each but I want to put those on the shades, not the gremlins. On the gremlins, I want to put 1, 2, 3, just in case we get... you know what? We can find sabots and hammerheads anywhere, so we don't need to buy these. Yeah, we don't need to get any of this stuff right now. What we do need to see is if we can get an assault chain gun for our hammerheads. Yeah, we can get 2. Kind of want to do 2. Kind of like 2. We'll do 1. We'll be reasonable. And I don't care if I get stop searched again. I'm gonna spend that more experience. Did I get my XP? Guess I just didn't get that much. No big deal. I was hoping we get another level, but don't need it. We're just gonna head straight to Quaddle. Not Quaddle. Yeah, Quaddle. And drop right in. And now we'll get our commission. Which hopefully we didn't mess up. Yeah, we messed it up. Because I got stop searched, I'm no longer in good standing with the hegemony. We can fix that, but I don't think I will. Heck the hegemony. We don't need them. Yeah, plan B is desecrating everything the hegemony stands for, but we'll do that later. So we'll get this gremlin. And we will buy none of these things. And just 10 of those is fine. Where's your Heckman Sabos? There we go. 1, 2, 3. We'll buy the big Sabos racks. Sabo racks for the gremlins. And buy the annihilators for the gremlins. I really hope I get 2 shades. Be nice. We're talking our way out of it. Heck if I care. All that bonus XP we're gonna get. Or we want to save our next 2 points if we can, though. Well, we might need them for disengagements out in deep space, so it'll be good to have a couple on us. Get that augmented drive field, fantastic. And I'm actually going to buy up these proximity launchers. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we come across a Manticore. So I'm also going to buy this Hellbore cannon. Yeah, we don't need the Hellbore cannon, but I'm going to buy that. Those and dual flak cannons are also kind of rare, so I'm going to buy them as well. Not for any specific ship in mind, but just because they're rare. I'm also going to buy up these light and medium autocannons, because now we're just buying weapons to have extra weapons in our hold for when we find new ships. Personal defense lasers, those are good. I'd rather have the Squall than the Merv on the Apogee, so we'll buy that, but we'll keep the Merv in case we find a Griffin. We'll buy these Thumpers. In fact, do they have any Thumpers over here? No. Okay, no big deal. We'll buy some extra machine guns. Some extra... We'll buy the extra Sabos here. We'll buy these extra Annihilator pods. Buy a couple of extra mining lasers in case we find any wolves or shrikes. And we'll buy up maybe all of these Arbalists. No, we're not going to buy up the Arbalists. Alright. What do they have for ships? Nothing exciting there. Alright, 2 drone tenders. And I'm actually going to buy up this Vigilance as well. Vigilance is one of my favorite support ships. Fine, you can scan. Like, whatever. Harass my ships. God damn it. It's a shame, because if we were already commissioned with them, we wouldn't have to deal with this so much, and we wouldn't even have a bad rep with them, because they don't yell at you anywhere near as much, and they don't hurt your rep anywhere near as much when you're commissioned. As long as you're not, like, doing incredibly blatant illegal stuff. Alright, so let's grab all these light mortars. Grab these graviton beams, the swarm rack, that guy, the pulse laser, because there's not a lot of pulse lasers out in the wild. In fact, I wish we had found more. We have plenty of annihilator pods. Oh, we have Xiphus LPs. Oh, man. I want to grab those Xiphus because they're very rare. I forgot to grab supplies in Naraka, where they're very Coatl, where they're cheap, but we can get them here. It's not such a big deal. We don't need that many. We just need like 500. It's Yama. Yama is not the military place? No, the other one, no. But I think Naraka is bigger than Yama, right? Or Nachiketa. No, it's not. But they'll probably have a Hellbore if they don't have something cooler. I grab some little hammerheads and some little Atropos, because they're good. I'll like to have as extra little missiles. I kind of want to just buy that Mana Core. We're not finding any other phase ships, unfortunately, which is like very disappointing. You know what? I may actually do that too, but I'm gonna buy this Mana Core because I bought that proximity charge for a reason. It's really good on the Mana Core. Alright, so let's just wait on equipping him though. See what we can find at Nachiketa, and we're gonna go zip back around to Kulan and see if we can find anything interesting over by Tritachyon lands. We're gonna grab these mortars, so we have plenty of mortars. Grab these mortars, so we have plenty of mortars. Grab these salamanders, very nice. Grab these reapers, because they're nice. Grab these assault guns, fantastic. We already have some of those. Grab these pulse lasers, they can come in handy as well. We're not going to grab all of these chain guns. Let's just grab 2, 4. Let's grab 4, and we'll grab the rest of these assault guns or machine guns. If we grab a Sunder, we're going to want high intensity lasers, so we'll grab those. Like, we've got all this extra money, so we might as well be grabbing stuff for it. Let's check real quick to see if we can get some shade. Cool, we can get a shade. And we can get these extra drone tenders. So many tenders, but that's fine. And honestly, with 3 shades, or 3 phase ships, I think we're fine to head out. I mean, I would have liked to get a couple. Or we have 4. We have 4. Oh, we have 5. Never mind. Yeah, we're set. Okay. We do need more crew, though. Let's go ahead and, since there's a stockpile here, we'll buy out the stockpile. But since we have so much extra crew space, I don't think we need to completely fill up. We don't want to bleed out. Like, if we were commissioned, then we would totally do it, because then we could get the extra commission money would help pay for the crew, but we're not commissioned, so we want to make sure we have plenty of money. So it's a good thing we don't, like, I'm not even going to get another officer. This is like, we're just going to go with what we got. And yeah, we're not going to go to Tritachyon land. We're just going to sit. We're just going to go happy with what we've got. But I am going to change out on the Condor. Where'd he go? We're going to drop his vents. He doesn't need them. Switch his light autocannons to light machine guns. Switch his salamanders to... Oh, he doesn't have pilums here. Darn it. Alright, well, we'll just leave him with salamanders then. Leave the piranha bombers and the broadsword heavy fighters. They're just so much better all around for fighting. And we'll skip him all the capacitor for extra shield. Unfortunately, we'll have to give him annihilator rockets. I was really hoping to find a bunch of different things for him, but we did not get exactly what I wanted. So we're going to do the heavy autocannon and annihilator rockets. I really wanted to have pilums on him, or put the salamander on him, but this will be fine. And insulate his engine. Give him the unstable injector so he can move around easier. Max his capacitors and then max his vents. And actually, we'll go ahead and max the vents and then max the capacitors. That way he's got plenty of vents for his weapons and his shields. This shade and the other shade are going to be largely the same, so you put the salamander there. Shift click, shift click, shift click. put the ion cannons on them. Put 3 on this guy. And then for them, we want the resistant flux conduits and the armored weapon mounts. And then we max capacitors and vents second. And same with this guy. Resistant flux conduits, armored weapon mounts, max capacitors, then max vents. Because they're gonna be able to vent in phase space a lot more efficient than most ships will be able to vent in general. Now for these guys, I think we're gonna go with these swarm racks, since we have enough for all 3. Do light autocannon on one side, light dual machine gun on the other side, and then same story as with the other guys, resistant flux capacitors, armored weapon mounts. Only with these guys, we're going to max their vents first, and then their capacitors. And yeah, they should be fine like that. So we're going to do the auto fitting, stamp, and then go to these guys, V, click G to stamp them each. For this guy, we're actually going to give him Sabos on the other side, personal defense laser, and we're going to give him the phase lance. The unstable injector is not important, but we do want to make sure he has all the vents he can get, all the capacitors he can get, and then yeah, the insulated engine assembly will be fine for him. For this guy, we're just going to leave him as is. And this guy, oh, we didn't get another Hellbore. So we're going to go back next door and get that Hellbore. We'll put the light machine gun up front, light autocannons on the side. And we're going to go get that Hellbore. For this guy, light chain gun, light heavy machine gun, or heavy machine gun. And then, I wish we had another ion cannon. That'd be silly. Alright, personal defense lasers all around. That'll be fine. It'll be super defensive. And we're going to swap one of these harpoons out for Sabos. Because I'm going to fly the Manicore. Insulate the engine. Unstable injector, since it's not really going to matter. He has to get close anyway. And actually, we're going to do safety overrides on him. Which means we're going to want to do hard subsystems. No, we're going to do safety overrides. We only need... How much defense do we need? I guess we do all 15 in vents. Yeah, auto. That gives them the... Yeah, that's fine. Because I'm not flying that. And we need to go get our Hellbore. We're going to drop the flux distributor. No, we're going to drop the unstable injector and the dedicated targeting core. Going to put the tachyon lance on him, as well as the squall. And then we have a little bit of room for the extra capacitors. I don't think we need the flux distributor, but the shield is so you know what? No, drop the flux distributor and just stabilize the shields. You end up getting way more back for doing that. Like, we just saved 210, whereas the flux distributor only gives us 90. So 210 is much better. And we even have extra to put into capacitors, but I'm going to take some of that out. Actually, we're going to take all the capacitors out, do the augmented drive field, and we're going to spend one of our story points to build that in. Just for the one thing. We get some experience back, and it'll help us out in the long run. I'm also going to convert the hangar, and then insulate the engine so that we can lower his profile, and we leave these extra 3 capacitors so that we can have Talons on him. So that'll bring another fighter group into our fighter wing into the group, and the fighter wing could also help protect him, but also attack. He doesn't need a lot of capacitors because most of the time we're going to be fighting. If we're going to fight, we don't want to fight people who have cruisers of their own anyway. And let's go ahead and stamp these guys. So we'll leave the swarm rack on him, that's fine, but we're going to put a light machine gun up front. We're going to take away the vents and capacitors because we're going to put unstable injector, insulated engine assembly, and we're going to put a high resolution sensor on him. We don't need auxiliary fuel tanks, we already brought extra. And then we're going to stamp that on this guy. And we're going to do a very similar thing with this guy. Unstable injector, insulated engine assembly, high resolution sensors. And the high resolution sensors are going to help us out in the wild. And this is the guy we want to keep, so we're going to reinforce his bullheads so we don't accidentally get him blown up somehow. It could happen. And we'll give him extra capacitors just in case. But we don't need to put weapons on him. If we get into a fight that he's involved in, it's because we're running away, and hopefully this will allow him to get away easily. But we gotta remember he has flare launchers. These guys will get away because they have the burn drive. Oh, they don't. Who has the burn drive? I'm thinking of a freighter. But anyway, so then we're gonna... Did we already do this for the other guy? Yeah, so we already have the stamp. So we just stamp burp, 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 burp. So many tenders. So many tenders. The important thing to remember about the tenders is we can totally deploy them for combat. We have 10 of them. We can totally deploy them for combat. And they are not bad at all in combat. So we're going to save the rest of the money we've got. Alright, this will be our last story point. So we're just going to let them scan. They hate me so much. They hate me so much. It's fine, I hate them too. And then... What did I come back here for? The Hellbore, right? Yeah. That Hellbore. Boom. And... I want fighters as well. So let's convert the hangar. And bring in Talons. Thinking Talons. I don't think I want mining pods, I think I want Talons. And then we're going to put the rest into capacitor. And I think that's fine. I think he's going to end up being one of the stinkier ships on our fleet. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, yeah, he is. But the thing is that even if we did insulate his engine, it would only save us 22 points on the sensors, because the next up is the Dram at 38. So we'd only really be able to save if we shielded everyone. And the Shepherds are already shielded and they're still stinky. The only one that's not shielded that we could potentially get down a bit more is the Condor. And I don't want to do that because I don't want to lose any more capacitors on him. So we're going to be fine with that. And on a lot of the ships that have the insulated engine assembly, it's mostly so to protect them from salamanders. So this is the fleet we're going out with. We have 25 ships in the fleet, which means we can salvage 5. It's one of the goals, is to salvage ships. We have 400 plus supplies. We're actually going to go out the gate just so I don't have to waste any more supplies. And we're going to put ourselves in this ship. And I like to arrange my ships from most expensive to least expensive. This way, when I am done selecting the ships I want to engage with, I can just click all and it'll send the rest of the ships. But I have the drone tenders in the back, because if I'm sending the drone tenders in, I'm very specific about sending the drone tenders in. I don't want them to just go in. Alright, so right next to Naraka on this file, which is nice. But yeah, we got all this stuff right here, so let's start with that stuff right there. So Delta, let's drop in just to see. There's something over here. Let's go see what that is. Oh, it's a Luddic Pirate base. Nope, we don't want any of that. Disengage. This is why we have our points. Yeah, because we can't take that. I'm angry because I would have expected comms to show up, but they don't have a satellite there. So don't go there. Do not go to Delta. I'm going to try Italian. Low beacon is no beacon. We're not worried about low beacon. Yeah, we'll survey any planet that's got that only costs us 5 because we'll make money on it. Nice. But like something that costs more, like this one costs 20, it's not really worth our time. I'm going to leave the core. If you want to read that and get the core, that's up to you. But the core is secondary objective. Research station. So we have a research station in Dantalion. Alright, we'll engage the defenses. Just bring myself so I can get XP, as well as the vigilance and bring the vigilance, the wolf, and the pirate shade. This will be more than enough. Tell them to follow me. Alright, let's get up on this guy. Screen for our little guy. Let ourselves vent out. Well, the other one's still following us. Here, let's do a full assault. Let them fight him while I go after this guy. Nice. That's why I have the fighters. Love the fighter support. Computers will panic under fighters so often. You guys should have him by now. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Easy fight. Okay, nice. We got the Phase Trader blueprint. That's a rare blueprint. And one of my favorites. It's probably my favorite blueprint to find, because those are my favorite ship to have in my fleet. And we got the Dealmaker Hollow Suite. Very nice. So that means right here in Dantaland, we have the Dealmaker Hollow Suite. If someone wants to clip that. I like the idea of creating a nice little record. But I ain't got no one to flip for me. Because my co-pilot has abandoned us. I think he's watching Simpsons with my brother. Get this nav buoy. Bring it online. Got extra speed. This equipment cache. Nice, we got the regular tanker blueprint. It's handy. By regular tanker, I mean the capital ship version of the tanker. Think about some balls with me. We're going to survey every planet we can get for cheap. Let's go to the gate. I really want to check these mining fields out. Hey, he's back. What are you watching? What are you watching? A bag of used syringes. Well, someone might want to wash them and, sterilize them. You could boil them to sterilize them, It's only insane, and don't do that. It's terrible. Crazy people. There's actually a planet over here I missed. An orbital habitat. They don't take much. We might as well grab them. Allow us to grab more stuff. Nice. Alright, let's whip the metal out into space. We don't need metal. We're looking for rarer finds. And on that note, we're also going to whip the food out into space, but we're going to hold on to the organics, because while there's never a shortage of metal, there's often a shortage of organics. I mean, I shouldn't say never. There are sometimes shortages of metal. And then we're going to fly to the gates. Because gates will often have interesting stuff around them. And this one looks like it's got a derelict field. Yes, it does. So there is a Paragon here. Now, this is absolutely an incredible find, and we're going to probably grab that. How many story points do I have? I have 2. Kite, Starliner, Wolf, Vigilance, Nebula, Scarab. Interesting. Well, let's do the salvage on the field itself. Let's look at the Scarab. That's not that unusual. That's a bit awkward. I'll consider. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna consider grabbing that. Since we're grabbing ships... Oh, another lieutenant has joined us. Let's leave that. So we've gotten 2 officers now. Check the vigilance out. Alright, we'll just scrap the vigilance. We ain't worried about that one. Grab the wolf. If we can, we can. And it is a edge wolf. These are pretty good. It's not a pirate one, that's for sure. That's not that unusual, honestly. That's not that unusual, honestly. They get those turned in. Like, anytime they do a gun turning in thing, an RPG is not that uncommon to show up. It really isn't. It's a little insane to bring it to a pawn shop, but... Alright, so we're going to recover this guy because he's free. And he's going to be useful later for colonization. The dram. Good, we don't need the dram anyway, but it does have some extra gas in it for us. And now let's grab the Paragon. It does mean we're going to go back right now. Oh, it's in terrible condition, though. Multi-automated systems. It needs more skeletal crew. It needs a bigger skeleton crew. It'd be nice if it had some skeletal crew. Degraded engines means it moves even slower, and the Apogee is one of, if not the slowest ship. Damaged weapon mounts and glitched sensor array, but it is a free Apogee. So, I'm going to show off what you do when you get a big, huge ship like this that you really don't want to be using right now, because we don't want to be using this right now. Right now, we want to keep exploring, and we don't have the crew to support it right now anyway. So what you do is you buy it with a story point. Immediately go to the menu and mothball it. This puts it basically just, actually, hold on. Oof, alright. It's going to be in terrible shape, repair-wise. That's fine. We're going to take, then we're going to immediately start heading out back to, the core worlds. So, we can't transverse jump now that we have a mothballed ship with us. This looks like it could be a pirate fleet. In fact, it is a pirate fleet, because we can see from here that they have pirate markings on their Falcon and their other ships. But we're bigger than them, so they're going to ignore us. But it does mean we want to be careful approaching the warp point. I'm going to ping it from out here. There's no one around it. But we're going to want to stealth when we go into it. Ping out here. That startled me for a second there, but it's just a bunch of sensors. Greetings. That guy could scrub him off our handkerchief. Get a room. And yeah, we're gonna head back to town. I'm trying to remember where all the little abandoned stations are. Because the one in Jungala you can't use. There's not one in Asconia. Did we get into Ragnar, right? There's not one in Ragnar. I think it's Maya Sera is the main one I go to, but I know there's other ones that are closer near here. Maya Sera is really close to this stuff, so let's go explore this stuff too. Because over here there's a Pather base, and we don't want any part of that. So we're going to go to Maya Sera first and drop off our haul. Because there's an abandoned station there that you can use. Now, important to remember, if you did get the hegemony commissioned, you're probably going to be at war with the Perseian League. But the colony in question is very small. so you don't have to be too worried about them. That's where we're going. Abandoned Astropolis. And we're going to leave the Gamma Cores here. We're going to go to the fleet. We're going to leave the Paragon here because we're not ready to deal with him yet. If we really wanted to, we could do some trade, hustling, and finance to get it back in work. Not only get it back in working order, which is going to take a lot of supplies, but to get it equipped and everything. So we're going to put the Starliner away. We're going to outfit the Wolf. I'm going to put both of these guys away, I think. Certainly this guy, because he's got a glitch sensors that's going to really be annoying. So I'm going to put both of them away. I grabbed them because I was convinced that we were going to find a bunch of crap. And we did. So it was good that we kept them. But if I hadn't, I would have just ditched them before we left the system. We're going to sell these organics. We're going to leave the organs, the drugs, the crabs, or lobsters, I mean. We're going to leave all those here. We don't have a large amount of them yet, and we'll be better off to just hoard them until we have a large amount. But we're going to try and move all this stuff. But first, let's check. So Kazaron needs transmutonics. They also need domestic goods. And Syndria needs organics, but not for a good amount. We're going to leave the organics here. Nah, we'll go ahead and sell them to Syndria. No, you know what? Heck, Syndria. We'll leave them here. I'd rather not. We're just going to get... 30,000 isn't fantastic, or 40,000. It's more like 50,000. So... yeah, alright, we'll give Syndria organics. But yeah, let's go get rid of the rest of this stuff too. And we're going to store all of our weapons here. Because we don't need to... we have enough ships that we don't need to equip on the fly out in the middle of space. And we'll store the Dealmaker Suite here. Nothing here is going to get bothered. This station does not get destroyed, doesn't get attacked, doesn't get raided. Your stuff will be safe here. And it doesn't cost money. The thing is, though, is that while it's here, it's no longer considered in your inventory. So if you look and see, you own total of 0 because you just basically abandoned them here. But again, it's not a problem. They don't get messed with. We're going to equip this guy the same way we have the other guy equipped. We only have one personal defense laser, so we'll point it forward. And then for the other ones, we'll give him ion cannons. And then over here, we'll give him... let's do the same thing we have on the other ones, though, and the harpoon. And let's sit him next to the other one in the menu, so I can easily tab up and see this insulated engine assembly. Which I can't do because we're not at a dock. Which is fine because the sensor profile is not that bad. So we'll just max his vents. Nearly max his capacitors. And I'll give him resistance flux conduits. He'll be alright. He doesn't need the insulated engine or something. So that's the other thing too, is that because we're here in the space station, we're not technically docked at some place that has proper equipment. We can just go to Mariath real quick, and you could then do it there. In fact, I'm going to. Because I don't want this guy to get hit by salamanders. And go ahead and buy these ion cannons. This Sabot SRM pod is kind of rare, so we'll buy that. And we'll go ahead and restock on supplies. We're not going to spend too much time messing around. Store these guns and scoot ourselves out to Kazaron. here we are. We go ahead and drop right in on top of them with our transponder on. Alright, make sure that we're getting the right amount of money for our stuff. We are not the organics, the metal. Okay, give them all the metal, give them all the supplies. And I'm even going to give them the survey data just to get rid of it here. Buy these pilums and that salamander. Buy these swarm racks. Buy these light machine guns. I'll buy these phase lances. So I'm thinking of a new ship to add to the fleet as we speak. Something really toasty roasty. Just absolutely words I just said. Real quick, is there a weapons deal we can make? Yes, we can bring some weapons to Crewer, which is in Asconia, which is where we're heading. Always good to check the weapons deals. If you can pick up a large amount of weapons, always check. And we can pick a large amount of weapons here. But we can't really get to anywhere else where they're good, and they're not going to be a huge save. And we don't have any money anyway. Alright, let's go. Let's get out of here. We only have the one story point. Let's just use it to get the bonus XP, which I think we still have plenty of bonus XP. Then we'll go to Crewer, and then we'll go to Syndria. Crewer comes first. Merchant convoy. Turned off the transponder just before we got in. And we're going to drop off these guns. Duty free. We don't want duty on our guns. I'm going to pick up the salamander, because that's the only rare thing here, really. Then we're going to leave. I don't want to affect our income, our experience that we're due for the trading we did. Just wait for that to trigger. Come on, give me the money. It's like they know what I'm doing. Whatever. Have that gas. Well, they have organics here. Syndria wants 3,000, so let's pick up as much of those organics as we can carry. So we'll still make a little bit of profit. Even if it's just a teeny tiny bit, we'll make some profit. Then we'll turn our transponder on. You might not want to turn it off at all. There we go. Now we've got the story point and the XP and all that. So I'm gonna get salvage. Since we're doing the deep space non-bumbo jumbo, salvage is probably the way to go. Go to the black market, sell off all of our organics, make a little bit of money. We'll save those heavy machines. Oof, they have huge discount there. They actually have a huge surplus now. Oh, nice. Higher velocity drivers. I'm going to grab all of those. Also going to grab all these assault guns. And we need more swarm racks. Or not swarm racks, sabot racks. We got these single sabots. I don't know how many of those I grabbed before. But I want them. Got a good amount of pilums and salamanders. So I'm just going to grab all the royalty-free gas. We can do a quick in-system trade to Kruger as well. Let's do that with the guns. And real quick, I'm going to look at what they have because I want another vigilance. There we go. And the Harbinger. Glitch sensor array, faulty automatic systems, faulty power grid. That's all fine by the glitch sensors array is kind of a deal breaker now I think about it. Phase shifts with glitch sensor arrays. That's no bueno. So unfortunately, even though I really want the Harbinger, I don't want him that badly. I'm surprised we didn't get stopped. Stop me. I want to spend a story point. I got double XP all day, whatever. Alright, let's put Brewer. Stealth. Sell. And, oh, I could sell supplies here as well, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and take advantage of this in-system trade real quick, just to make more XP. So, do that sale there. Run back to Syndria. Buy all their supplies, buy all the cheaper gas, buy all those supplies that we can afford. Oh, actually, Kruger might be having a shortage, but the Karis pirates are having an even bigger shortage. Let's go there. And then that'll be our last trade because I'm going to focus on exploring. We are going to go try and buy a Harbinger, so we'll visit a couple of Tritachyon places, but I'm not going to be doing any more trading for now. It's just good when you come back to do like a little bursts of trading, especially to get those extra levels. Because trading can really help you power level early on. And it's like really quick and easy to make a few trips here and there. So, boom, make buku bucks. The only thing I would buy here would be the organics, because they usually have a glut of organics, if they wanted that over in Tritachyon lands, which they don't, so not a thing. None of these weapons are too exciting. And probably the same thing over here. Yeah, I do want more vigilance. How many do I have now? I have 2 now. And how many salamanders do I have? I have 2 plus the 1 that I'm going to get. But you know what? I bet you we'll find a nicer one. If we don't find a nicer one, that's no big deal. Just 2 is fine. Alright, let's go see if we can find a better Harbinger than that Harbinger that was over there. And if we can't, I'm going to go back and get it. Sorry, I transponder on. Because if that's the only one I can get right now, I'll just restore it. I have enough money. Kind of want to get that Omen. Okay, didn't I see a Gauss cannon at one point? That would have been cool. Oh, here we go. Nice elevator racks. Get those ion cannons. Kind of get the Devastator. Thinking about guns for my Manticore. The Devastator would be hilarious to grab. Ooh, light needlers. Let's grab those. I like to put those on my afflictors when I get them. I could put them on the gremlins. Actually, if I'm going to do salamander racks on those guys, let's see if we can find antimatter blasters. As I might switch out the equipment on the afflictors. Since we have the salamander racks on the vigilance, they're going to be pumping out enough salamanders that the little shades can get something else. Alright, now we're going to get containment procedures. And we really don't need to worry about gas anymore. We just need to keep an eye on it. Grab those, grab those. Grab these extra needlers. I'm going to put them on the gremlins. And grab that. I know I'm running low on point defense lasers. Okay. So we could not find the Harbinger, but we can find an Afflictor. Let's grab this Afflictor. And there's our extra vigilance we wanted. I wanted. And then let's go get that Afflictor real quick. It's my first day. And yeah, I'm just going to repair him. It's going to be expensive, but it's going to be worth it. These are such good ships. Oh, I don't even have the money to do it. It's so expensive. Alright, is there a weapons deal or supplies deal we can do? We could bring weapons to the car as pirates and more supplies. We were just there, but let's go ahead and do it again. Pirates always need stuff. Heck these, we'll get the duty-free ones. Don't want duty arc guns. Cars, pirates? No, I don't want those. I do want supplies though, so what we'll do is go over to Volturn and pick up more stuff there. That attachment is not, so we'll go dark here to protect our good name. Buy their guns. Pirates do want drugs. I should have bought the drugs at Syndria as well. We'll buy all of their quality goods. And we'll buy, yes, all of their domestic goods. And that's all they want over there. Oh no, pirates want some lobsters. I'll bring them some lobsters too. So we'll double check what we got in the fleet department. See if we can grab another Afflictor. Because I want to get Afflictors instead of Gremlins, but Afflictors are not as common as the Gremlins are more common than Afflictors. I had that right. And so I just planned for the Gremlins instead of planning for the Afflictors. I'd much rather have 2 Afflictors, 2 Shades, and a Harbinger. That's my ideal setup. So if we can get one more Afflictor, it will be great. Alright, so we will go do one more trade, just because I really want to restore this Harbinger. Guns, drugs, supply, goods, lobsters. Done. Deal. And I'm actually thinking of flying the Harbinger myself, just because I like it so much. I'm gonna put, do we have 2 salamanders to put on it? Ugh, I don't. Part of it is just a matter of figuring out where you're gonna, like, making sure you have all the resources, and then you're developing all of the stuff as well. Like, you're manufacturing metals, you're manufacturing gas, all that stuff. You don't want to buy anything from outside. Spend money to restore it. Armored weapon mounts. And how's the subsystems there? Okay. And I'll do an unstable injector on him as well, because they feel a little on the slow side, in my opinion. I could just do safety overrides, but I don't think safety overrides is necessarily worth it. You could just do safety overrides, though. Nah, we'll do an unstable injector, we'll be reasonable. Because we are putting out a... Oh, that's not how we do this. No. Not alternating fire. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Weapon numbers. Linked. Brrr. Brrr. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go with the safety overrides. Let's go. Let's drop all that. Instead of these, just give me the regular doubles and safety overrides. That way I can keep the reinforced bulkheads, and I can even keep the armored weapon mounts and the resistant flux conduits. That's handy. Okay, the reason being because I want to recharge a lot faster than that. Now we charge in like 3 seconds. And we dissipate flux really quickly too. Yeah, and we're fast. Gotta go fast. Okay, so we're gonna fly... Ooh, we have officers, I forgot. Yeah. We're gonna put her in this, because she'll be really useful in this. And where's that guy? What's he do? What'd he do? Systems expertise, field management. Okay, you go in this. Fantastic. Hey, if it's in a nearby system, that's still in your colony's system, man. I mean, if you're, like, consider if it's within a couple of light years, then that's still part of your system. Mark your territory. Okay, let's take these guys back to... We're gonna go drop some dudes off. Not dudes, but ships off. On a story point. I'm gonna make my way up to hull restoration, which means I'm gonna grab makeshift equipment. Yeah, it gives us cheaper survey. It's good for exploration. Also means we can bring a lot less ships with us in general. What do you got here? Nothing too exciting. Ah, there's that Gauss cannon, that one. Goosey. Get those tactical lasers. Now let's watch those little turds try to run from me. Alright, so store all this. We're going to store 2 gremlins. We're going to bring the 3rd still. Leave him as is. We're going to put needlers on this guy. and ion cannon, armored weapon mounts, resistant flux capacitors, fill this capacitor out, and then a little bit on vents. He can always phase to recharge his vents, so not a problem. And then we're going to do similar on these guys with the light needlers instead of what they've already got. And max the vents. And same on this guy as well. Or max capacitors, not vents. Boom. Because those needlers are going to recharge quickly when they phase out. And they'll get to spray and spray and spray, and it'll get really old really fast. But not for us, because we're going to love it. We're going to laugh maniacally. Oh, what does he have such high capacitors for? I must have thought I put an assault gun on him. He does not have an assault gun. He has a light mortar. Take a light assault gun. And take the 2 salamanders. Then we'll off your vents, and he's really good at avoiding getting hit, so we'll just be fine with him. Like the gremlins are little gremlin bastards. They live up to their names. We're gonna put pilums on him. Don't want him to get close to anyone ever. Now we have enough though that we can insulate his engine assembly and not feel bad about it. But we gotta go to the dock to do that. And for this, we're gonna upgrade to the Hellbore. So I want to take that and drop these down to light mortars. Not the Hellbore. We're gonna upgrade to the Gauss cannon. And with that in mind, I'm gonna lose the dudes, because this thing fires out so far that we're probably... Oh, those are backwards. So I'll do light autocannon, light autocannon. Yeah, might do like that. This thing is set. Hold on. No, first. .434. Yeah. So our small guns reach out pretty far. Actually, I think I still want to do it the other way around, with the light autocannon up front, because it reaches out extra far. But I'm just going to have light autocannons on the side to save a little bit of flux overall on the automated weapons, on the automatic weapons, so that when they're firing sustained fire, we're not losing too much on our shield. And I can always hold fire on them if we are. And then full capacitors, or full vents, and then you get some capacitors to help, because this thing is going to take a lot to fire. And for this guy, right, yeah, and these guys... hypervelocity and salamander. With the hypervelocity driver, you only need 5 vents, not even, maybe 6, 7. Let's go with 7 because we get 7, 7 like that. That's cool. This is our sniper. Sniping's a good job. Snipe. Good job. Alright, and then We're going to leave the gas cans, the smaller ones. We don't need those anymore. In fact, we don't even need the big one, believe it or not. Now with containment procedures, it's not necessary. We just need to keep an eye on our gas, and it won't even be that big of a problem to keep an eye on the gas, because it's going to be a casual thing. Anyone else want to put salamanders on? I'm going to leave this Wayfarer here. Heck 'em. We don't need them. Yeah. Oh, Kremlin bastards. Alright, and then we need 2 hypervelocity drivers. There they are. And 2 salamanders for our... Where'd they go? For our dudes. We're only going to bring 500 supplies. 100 weapons. Or machines. And then we're going to go to the dock here and outfit these guys. I needed to do dry dock stuff, so boom, boom. This way they get the insulated engine assembly properly. And we'll add that to him as well. And now our stinkiest ships, Manticore, which we're not going to be able to help, Apogee, and then we start getting into stuff that is all in the 30s. Then when we stealth, we have a 100 sensor profile. Look how small that is. You can barely see us. Barely see us. When we are moving quickly, our sensor rating is double our sensor profile. It is not a problem. Alright, so now let's head north. Some goodies up here. I can smell them. Nothing going on here, so let's jump in. Do a remote survey. Just so we can see how much they're going to cost us. And now that we have the, now that we have makeshift equipment, like, we're not going to spend that much money on these things at all. On surveying. Okay, so let's go through the asteroid belt. Go through those, go through this asteroid belt, come around here, hit this up, and then we'll scan around the star. But since we don't have volatiles, I'm not gonna stress like scouring the system. One of the reasons we got sensors was that if we get volatiles, we can use the neutrino detector to sort of scan big systems like this so we can avoid having to mess around too much. That looks like a person. Yep, a bounty contract. We'll go ahead and pick this up since, why not? Oh, god damn it. I thought there was a program to actually, like, just run at you to not make it annoying. There we go. Oh, we don't even need to do this fight. I wanted to, but... You know what, I want to for the experience of it. Like, literally the experience. So let's take these guys, and we'll bring the rest of our small ships. Boom. And we'll tell them full assault, because go hog wild, guys. Oh, look at the range on this Gaussy boy. Are you ready for my favorite sound probably in the entire game? Hold on. Hold on. I need to get... I can't get in range. I'm so slow. Don't hate. I'm just gonna fire it off a few times. Oh, that's so good. Actually, it's not my absolute favorite. It's certainly one of my favorites. The large ballistic weapons make such beautiful noises when they fire. The Hephaestus, the Mjolnir, they both make great noises. You guys are just taking everything from me. It does. Brr. Brr. Ooh, 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 ooh. Bam. I got a hit. Does no damage in friendly fire. It's nice. And that's gonna be everyone. Yeah. We got the bounty anyway, and I'm not interested about the rest of guys. Actually gonna go towards the star first. Pop a scan. Our scan reaches out very far, so we should have scanned the other side of the planet, or the system as well. Our preliminary scan gave us data on that guy. So we have the preliminary data for all of them. That'll help us if we decide to go searching later for colonization. So we can see the hazard rating on all of them. And the hazard rating is a lot of times what will dictate what planet you actually want to colonize, more so than the resources a lot of times. Not entirely, but I mean, like, if you're looking for a vacuum, a place to settle down for industry, like, you don't care what resources are on that planet. You just want to see that it's got a vacuum, maybe that it has a low gravity. Like, there are other things that you're far more interested in. Same with, like, habitable planets as well. Like, if you're going there to... If you're looking for habitable planets, you can kind of judge which ones you want to scan and go inspect further, just based on their hazard rating more than anything. Like, I don't need to look at this one. It doesn't have any crap around it. It'd be a waste of time to go mess with it. Always search debris fields, though. It is a rock, I guarantee it. But yeah, always search debris fields, especially around, like, gates and stuff. But sometimes you find ships floating around in debris fields, and by that I mean, like, when you do the salvage search, they'll turn up. And I've gotten an astral like that before. Get me out of here. I got a little suntan. Nothing. 3 stable points, though. Whoops. Probably. No, it's an onslaught. That's insane. I like the onslaught. Came with enough crew to even take it over. Not enough, because it's probably got faulty automated systems. Yeah, it's got faulty automated systems. Yeah, so we're gonna mothball it. So I can't get the crew in there, but still, that's really cool. So let's take that. Free onslaught. Great way to spend a story point. Immediately pause, then hit F to mothball, and we'll bring him along with us. He'll slow us down, just like the Paragon did. fact, he'll slow us down a lot. But we'll make it. Okay, so we're going to bring him home real quick because he's going to slow us down. We can pick up a few extra supplies while we're there. And since we're still exploring, we're not going to outfit him to bring him along. But, like, that's a ship that I like flying just because you can build it around the fact that you have the thermal guns and just use the thermal guns for fighting. Totally viable. It's so fun. It's so fun. Heck, where's that warehouse on the other side? I always confuse that one for Marioth because it's like, I think it's the closest one, but it's not the closest one, it's the next closest one. Alright. So we'll leave him behind. Terrible shape anyway. I want to get whole restoration before I mess with those things. Because then what we can do is we can make sure we have a pristine, shiny fleet. Then we put the big ones, the big ships in our fleet. And we fly around and do a little trading in system. And while we're doing that, we're polishing up those defects. Polishing up those scratches and dents. Get it in nice, good condition. Get these extra supplies. Fill up our gas can. Need 100 machines. Get rid of this and those. I already found an onslaught and a paragon. That's insane. Considering the like what I'm doing in my profiles lately is I've turned down the fleet size, not the fleet size, but the deployment size in fights. An Atlas super freighter, what kind? First of all, it's broken. Yep. So the maximum deployment size is now only 200. A low beacon is no beacon. Which means if I deployed the Paragon and the Onslaught together, I would not have any more space. I'd have 20 more. It would be enough that those two together would take up all my deployments. They're either 100 or more than 100. And I only get 120 deployment points at the most on a small one. There's only 20 max or 200 max. 200 max for both sides. Yeah, I've cut it in half. How much you can deploy. So it's very different. It actually leads to longer fights too, because both sides tend to have reinforcements that'll come in. I got a freaking Legion! I'd rather have this one to support the carrier, the Onslaught. Because I could do these two and then a whole bunch of kites. I want to do that. That's silly. So silly that we got a Legion as well. Still haven't found any volatiles though. Ooh, those look like they were in the... Let's check this out real quick. Hello, buddies. Wolf. Yeah, we'll take the wolf. Bring the wolves with us when we do that. Shilly fleet. Like, I'll have to bring some support ships still, but... Hello. Hello. Oh, where's that mining station? Right there. Hegemony, Prince... Athletic Prince. It's okay. sound fantastic. That's a really nice cryovolcanic. Like having the plentiful volatiles. Like if you're gonna do a cryovolcanic world, you really want the volatiles to be the one that's the most, because then it could potentially mean you don't have to bother with a gas giant. And we also have this low gravity guy here. Like, he's pretty handy. It's a little on the spicy side, but extreme heat's not really a bad thing. So these two together make a good colony. We just need some food to support them. Alright, so... let's go see what those are. A hammerhead? That's a crap shape anyway. Forget him. Another hammerhead. They both broke, yes. Baroque. It's Baroque. I kind of want to scour this place because, like, I'm finding so many things here. Let's do a lap around the asteroid belt out here so that we can, our sensors, our passive sensors, which are very strong, will pick up everything. In fact, no, it's just a comms relay. Yeah. So we should be able to pick up everything as we swing through. Scan every once in a while. Just because, like, we've been finding such good stuff. Yeah, see, look at that. There's a derelict field. Or just a regular debris field. We got some beef jerky, guys. Say the line. Meat's back on the menu tonight, boys. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I think these are just pods that we whipped out of our... No, those are dudes. Huh, wonder what they're up to. Those are pods we just chucked out of our cargo, though. Those were us. That's us being dirty scumbags. Dirty humans who just pollute everywhere we go. And don't Wayfarer. I want zero to do with that Wayfarer. This is probably more pods that we've whipped out ourselves. I don't know, just some dorks. Look at this weird system. Like, this asteroid belt would totally collapse. Like, the star would shred that thing apart. Hey, Cosmic. Would you like to join us? But yeah, this star would completely shred that ring. Giggity giggity goo. Okay, let me post the seed again real quick. If you are looking to do a start where you have an Atlas, a Paragon, it's not multiplayer, but we are sharing the seed so that everyone can join the same map. And right now, if you joined, we could hook you up with a Paragon or an Onslaught or a Legion. Like, there's so many good ships that are just right outside. Like, the Paragon is just right here in Dantalion. The Legion is here in New Peria. Was that the Legion? Yeah, because the Onslaught was over here in Epsilon. Or no, the onslaught was in gamma. It was in one of these. The onslaught was in one of these. What was that? Do I still have the distress beacon saved in my log? No, I don't. There was a distress call over here, and there was an onslaught there. So now we're going to go build a fleet around the onslaught and the battle carrier. And that's going to be my whole fleet. I'm just going to go exploring with the onslaught and the battle carrier. Swag, swag, don't care, swag. We'll keep the Harbinger as well. Not that we're going to be able to deploy it. This one should be Marietta. No, it's not. It's this one. It's much further away. It's the third closest one. Alright. Alright, so heck them. Let's keep all of our tender army, our tender swarm. We don't need the condor. I don't want the apogee. I don't want that anymore. I don't need that anymore. We'll keep our harbinger. It's 40 to deploy him. And it's 40 to deploy him. And it's 60 to deploy the beak one. I'm gonna put this guy in the battle carrier. And I'm gonna put myself in the onslaught. We're gonna keep her in the taser. Gonna get rid of that. Gonna get rid of that. We're just gonna keep these. I'm probably gonna get a couple more still, just to flesh out the base profile. Gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna hold on to these guys because they're silly, and they only cost 4 or 5 to deploy. Okay, so if we deployed all 3 of these, we could only deploy a handful of others left. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm not going to ride the onslaught constantly. I'm going to ride something else and then switch into the onslaught. So I guess I'm going to ride... I don't know if I want to keep messing with this guy. I think I'm going to. I just need to get a different gun because the Gauss cannon is just too slow. I forgot how slow it is to fire. And we'll keep the drone tendies. Keep these guys, but now I want to go get a bunch of military grade lighter ships. In fact, actually, I'm not going to keep all these guys, because one of the things we're going to do is okay, so this guy's got ballistic mounts and large missile mounts, right? Okay, so we'll do set and set. And he has the point defense. Yeah, but he doesn't have elite point defense. He's got elite field modulation. Alright, unstable injector to help him go fast. And we're still going to do... instead of flat cannons, I'm going to do the heavy machine guns, because we're going to do the... I'm going to do light mortars all around it. And those are actually going to be our point defense. They're going to blast fighters out of the sky. It's going to be hilarious. And then up front... hypervelocity. Yeah, hypervelocity drivers. Do we have another one? Do not. Did I get any heavy maulers? Okay, we'll put a freaking dual flank cannon right on the front. So we got the hypervelocity drivers. But we also got a flank cannon up front. You know what? Let's make it a machine gun. We want to give him... No, we don't have that yet. I was going to say the integrated point defense. Give him the dedicated targeting core to offset the unstable injector. And... I will give him one of the Xiphus wings. Give him one of the Perdition bombers as well. Give him some Kopesh rocket bombers. And give him 2 wings of those. His wings are supposed to, like he's supposed to carry the bomber wings, and I don't like those. I'm just gonna go get some better ones over here. Force de Francis. Thunders. Target fighters. No, those aren't the ones I'm thinking of. Oh, we just need to get one crew though. These duty-free crew. Oh, you know what? Let's just go to the pirate place. Grab some crew. Don't have cheap crew there. They may even have some cool fighters for us to get. They do not, because they're lame. Oh, they don't have cheap crew here. Damn it. That's where the cheap crew is at, but whatever. They got enough crew to get us out of the deficit. I'm gonna grab the Piranha Bombers. Those will be fine. Piranha Bombers are cute. They spray bombs everywhere. That's what I want. Then we have the Perdition Bombers as well. And we'll keep the Xiphus, because I like the Xiphus. All defense. And I'm going to drop the dedicated targeting core. Does it help for point defense weapons? Okay, it does. We'll just go ahead and get rid of the unstable injector. You got a burn drive too, right? Yeah, you do. So you'll just reposition me to burn drive. This way I can add capacitors. Because, yeah, extra capacitors. Now this guy, strip. I need to get some turrets. Oof, I need these are higher velocity drivers for up top. You get expanded missile racks as well. You get more pillums because I don't want to bother with doing anything but pillums. Two more. Actually, let's go ahead and put I need more of those as well. Alright, let's compare the heavy with the light. So the flat cannon, just 50 a second for 200, but the dual flat cannon is 150 for 450. So it's a little bit more, but I don't want to spend a little bit more. When I can get a cheaper, more efficient gun. I need more heavy machine gun as well. Actually, the flat cannon, no, goes out to 400. Okay, with me only getting that much, though, for the vents, I think I'm just going to go with the flat cannons. Okay. Get some antimatter blasters, that's nice. Oh, also, we want to, real quick, just build in the augmented drive field. We're also going to build in heavy armor. And all the vents. Same here. Augmented drive field, heavy armor. What's the insulated engine summon cost on one of these guys? 15? It's gonna be worth it. It'll be funny the fact that we can stealth in one of these. Wait, aren't we on the dock? Oh no. Didn't do the right amount. Let's do like that. I don't want too much. There's a lot of those, a lot of that flux isn't going to be used all the time because it's on point defense weapons. Like, yeah, like 300 of it's on point defense weapons. So I don't need to stress all of that. Still, I'm nice and ready. Heck, the autocannon I'm going to change to field gear. Union. Alright, let's go find some more gun. Let's get some supplies too. So let's go to Kezron real quick. Kezron has more gun, more supplies. Lest they don't hate us. Huge bonus. I wish the nascent gravity wells would tell you which planets they belong to, because there's no reason for them not to. I mean, if you can just check on your map, it would just be faster if it just told you. There's pylons. That big beef cannon. I think on the front end, I want Hellbore along with, oh wait, you have heavy ballistics integration? Oh wow, okay. Nice, nice, nice. So I kind of want to get Hellbore and then 2 hypervelocity drivers. I think that'll be fun up front. Or I could do 2 heavy maulers and the Gauss cannon, I think. Because I already have a Gauss cannon, so I'm going to take it off of him. Well, I just bought that Hellbore then. Alright, but I want Devastator cannons on the side. Oh, it's so expensive though. It's fire. Heck that. But yeah, we'll just spray pilums out there, since our little vigilance guys are gonna have plenty of salamanders for us, and we can put all the pilums on one target. All right, buy supplies, gas. Get the duty free first. And we use surprisingly little supplies per day, which is nice. Oh, we need to make some deals real quick to get some extra money. Some of these guys are survey data. And let's go to the Starworks to grab the weapons there. But first, since we're gonna go buy Chalcedon, yeah, Chalcedon wants supplies. So we might as well grab supplies for Chalcedon. And they want heavy machines? No, they don't. It's fine. And they want Marines. Yes, they do. I want to double my money on Marines. I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna sell them supplies and then go talk my way out of it. Save the other 2 story points though. Alright. Sit up here. Up in. Welcome back. There's our Devastator cannons. Boop, boop. Very nice. Buy these extra salamanders just to have them. Okay. You alright? Oh, don't do that. You need to get one of those suckers for the back. Everyone I see that has them, they swear by them. Oh, I hear you. Like $5 though. No, I hear you. Alright, let's go to Karas and make our money. I think I'm involved in those pirate fights, but we're not completely built. I don't want to fly a half-built ship. I'd feel awkward. Oh, we got hit with monthly. It's alright. It's just the first month, and we'll have extra money laying around for next month. Shouldn't lose any crew. Nope. They usually take a month. There we go. Do we want that other Devastator? I kind of want that for there. I think I want that Festus cannon though. It's a little expensive to fire though, so I think we won't put it on this. Still kind of want it though. Actually, I'm gonna get it. Because I'll just hold it on reserve for when I run out of thermal cannons. Because that's gonna happen. I'm gonna be spam firing the crapola out of them. Alright, so we just need another heavy machine gun, another heavy hyper velocity driver, and another flak cannon, and then this thing is set. This guy needs a myung. And let's go visit the hegemony. Give me that sick XP. Give me that level. Level me. Oh, you kidding me? Hold on a second. Do I have all the double XP I can get? I do. I should have grabbed the organics! Oh, it's filthy casual. Karas almost always has extra organics laying around. One more hyper velocity, and then we're set. Oh, it's so disgusting. Alright, the thermal pulse, put those on alternating, because, yeah, why not? Link those and auto-fire those, thank you. And actually, I don't want these even on second. I want the Hephaestus gun on second. You guys over there. Devastator cannons. I guess we'll put those on the side. And like all this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, all that's fine. Just need one more hypervelocity cannon. And we will get the dedicated card targeting core. I'll get a converted hangar. I'll insulate the engines, because lol. Races. Let's flux. Stabilize the shields. I want to get extended magazines. I have extended missile racks. I'll buy that just to have it. I didn't put it on any of my ships yet, though. Let's try Scothy. Scothy might have... Oh, I almost forgot. I gotta check for... Oh, did you want to talk to me? I thought I want to talk to me. I was so excited. Story point? I'm gonna get one more wolf, maybe? No, I like the vigilance better. I'll back up. I'm just gonna grab kites now. Get like 5 kites for flexibility. Maybe some extra kites. Are you trying to pursue me? Aim for my fleet? Hey! 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 Here! Whatever, nerd. So... just slide right in with my hegemony battle standards. Oh, this is a regular one. This isn't the, yeah. I wasn't paying attention. It's still nice, yeah. I appreciate it. So many weapons to fire. It's bonkers. I think I'm just gonna get talons. Talons are, air quotes, good enough. I think the broadswords are nice too. I could just get Thunderwings. Thunderwing! Thunderwing! The broadswords are heavier, but they're slower. Oh, I get Thunderwings, they're fast. They go daka daka. Daka daka whoosh. The whoosh was the sound of them flying by. That's where you go ooh ah. Appreciate good air show maneuvers. I kind of want to swap out my salamanders for proximity charges for the hilarity of it. And then take those off automatic by default. Put them on alternating fire. No, put them on linked. I think that's going to be funny as hell. Look at this. Look at how silly this is going to be. Boop, 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 boop. Oh my god, the range on these thermal guns! Taka, 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 taka. You know what? I'm actually going to put alternating fire on those and on the hypervelocity drivers, so that when I manually select them, they'll be alternating. But if I put them on automatic fire, they won't be anyway. We already know that. It's kind of nice, isn't it? I need to find some stuff still. I think the Thunder Wings aren't what I want, though. I think I just want to get Talons, because they're cheap. And then I can have more points to spend on stuff. So that's how I roll. With value. Oh, Ragnar Complex fleets. Yeah, give me the little kite turd. Little turtling kite. Give me the kite. And assault kites are the best. Little heckin' little kites. You know what? I'm just gonna go get a regular Shade and a regular Afflictor and dump these pirate guys. Fast fleet that's got 2 giant ships in it. Let's see if we can get some production slots. No. I kind of want to get some officers, though. Hold on, what can you do for me? Impact mitigation? No, I want guys for, I want some specific set of skills. Private velocity driver, I already got that. Now I'm looking for extended magazine. You don't have that. But do you have kites? Not the right kind of kite. I guess I'll get another hedge wolf. Because I'll carry the wolves with me. Maybe. Oh, wait. Maybe not. Spend the story point. Since we spent it, we better hurry up and go back here and buy these guns that we can get. Let's go to Olenado to sell them. Buy these supplies as well. Cars, pirates, with more supplies still. Fill our store. Good. No rush. Just wanted to make sure we got stuff to sell. Oh, actually, big rush because we get the money. Alright, so let's go to Olenado to sell the weapons first. Because we don't want to get caught lacking on the weapons. Plus, I want to drop off the shepherds. Because I'm going to transition entirely to a life of murder. We're going to keep doing this where I play a seed that's publicly available. I'm going to do a new seed every week, essentially. But now I'm just going to transition into doing my own thing, which is to be a hegemony Goomba. Because, you know, Onslaught, 14th Battle Group. I'm built for hegemony Goomba style. Take these over to the Thulian Raider base because, yeah, I don't want to go all the way back to Karas again. Boop. way over there. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do after this is I want to check out all the core worlds for any exotic planets. Because sometimes the core worlds will spawn some exotic planets. And by that I mean I found a habitable 100% hazard rating planet orbiting Asconia. Just sitting there, completely untouched, on like almost as if the entire universe was blind to it. Blew me away. Mind blown. Eyes opened. Glutes tight. What do you want? Go away. Nice. Alright, now we got a whole restoration. We definitely want to get our excess ships out of our inventory now. Let's go to Kezron. Set ourselves out. Set ourselves up with some. Let's sell some more gun. Forest pirates want more gun. Want more gas for sure. I don't need another vigilance. I'm okay with the one we've got. Got 3. It's time to just go deposit our excess ships and start buying what I want specifically. Oh, I forgot to check for, hold on, go back, Kezron. Checking all the orbital works to see if anyone has extra production slots. No. Because we have the hegemony fleets, prints. We just need someone with a nanoforge that will give us the production slots and we can build them. And there's a few places that will, and basically everywhere with a nanoforge, occasionally you'll find that person. Oops, wrong place. Let's transfer our ships. And we should totally go help the hegemony out, doing some, like, pirate rustling. And then get ourselves commissions so that we can go establish ourselves. We'll make a place that's literally just commerce. Dealmaker Hall is sweet. It increases your commerce. Alright, so we'll leave the drone tenders. We've got 2 wolves now. We'll leave the shepherd, or these guys, but we want proper ones. And for smaller fights, I do want to bring the Manticore. Set him up with the phase lance as well. Oops. Jeez. Alright. Like, go the same way. 5 cannons. Need a hard rack for him though. He's very comical. And then we still need to get a Mjolnir. I love mispronouncing Mjolnir. That's good, I like that. Alright, what kind of gun should I put on these guys? So normally I put the heavy machine gun on them, but if I put a longer range weapon on them, then they could engage at a further range. Since they're not really, like, they are beefy fighters. I don't have enough railguns, so I'm not gonna get enough railguns. I think what I want to do is just a regular light autocannon, because it goes out to 700 feet, or 700 range. And then we can do a shield conversion front, and other things. We do the salamander, we do the swarm rack. And I don't even need 5 beds. This has to be fine. Oh, I can expand missile racks. I'm worried if I give them stuff like sabots, they're just going to spray them all away, and then they won't have anything left, so... But I do want them to be able to perform longer. Well, I'm like so many points away from support doctrine that it's probably not going to happen. But I do want to get it, if I can. It'd be nice to put heavy armor on them. Double their armor. Double fuel resistant lost conduits. And I'll unstabilize their injector. And now they just need... Oops. Insulated engine assembly. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the hardened subsystems. I'll just go ahead and at some point I'm gonna get support doctrine, which will give them all helmsmanship and a bunch of other stuff, and it will make the a bunch of my other ships cheaper as well. Which is funny because I'm going to use support doctrine to make my cheaper ships more efficient. Which usually you use it to make like your expensive ships cheaper, but it's like, nah, I'm fine with my expensive ships being stupid expensive. That's fine by me. I want my kites to have all the power. So, unstable injector eventually will change out to them. So we'll get helmsmanship at some point, but maybe the unstable injector stays, because that thing is silly. So, engine assembly, and I think we just go with the rest in shields. Oh, you know what? We don't need all these salamanders because we have the vigilance pumping out salamanders. Nah. I think it's going to be hilarious having extra salamanders all over the place. I'm going to restore him because I don't want to waste time with my monthly restoring him. Same goes for this guy. We'll just go ahead and spend the money to restore him. And these guys will restore over time. Okay, so let's go get more stuff. First, let's drop off some heckin' fuel because we got too much. think I do 5 with light autocannons and 5 with light assault rifles. Or light assault guns. Think about that. Nah. They got the swarm launchers to break armor. Let's go check out, we'll head. It's actually really easy to get to know. Oh, wow, look at all this. Oh, God, it's so open. It blows my mind every time I see it. Alright, let's go get the insulated engine assembly. Not insulated engine assembly. Get our phase ships. I want to get a nice shiny afflictor. And, oh, look at that shiny harbinger. Oh, that one doesn't cost an extra 200,000. Buy it anyway. I'm gonna buy it. Because I'm not gonna have, I'm not gonna get enough in tech in order to get that skill. I'm not gonna put another point in tech. Just not. I need more points in, I put 5 in industry. My points need to go elsewhere. There's a nice shade, but it's all busted. But we'll buy it anyway because we have money. It's all about the F. 82,000. We'll just let him repair over time alongside the other big guys. It's fine. We can get rid of reinforced bulkheads. Yeah, this is fine because these guys have a low, the way I have them built, have a low peak operation time. And even with combat endurance. That doesn't sound like an accident to me. That sounds like a glorious job. Yeah, I kind of want to go pirate sometime. My next playthrough might be pirate. Or maybe I'll do this on pirate. It's like, no, heck the hegemony, heck the everybody. You know what? You've inspired me, Cuppy Cake. I'm going to use the hegemony's nice shiny ships. But I'm going to be full-on pirate. Like, we have nice, shiny ships, but we are all in on the piracy. We're the YOLO Battalion. YOLO Battalion. And I need to get some phase lances for this boy. Yeah, watch out. Don't mess with them. Alright. That's what to get here. Oh, I still need to get his other rack. You have harpoons? You guys don't have any harpoons. Needlers, and then my antimatter blaster. Still looking for a Mjolnir. Still looking for extended magazine. Alright. So what did you do? Like turn in a bunch of AI cores to the pirates, or did you just do a bunch of pirate missions? I know that feeling. I know that feeling. You don't need to be a pirate to be a raider. Ah, my Monier. Oh, okay, I see. Can you not get a commission with them normally then? I never tried. Ooh, I could get this enforcer. It's pretty. 14th Battalion enforcer. So I have 2 phase ships I could put officers in. But then I need like 3 more ships I could put officers in. So I guess I will get this nifty enforcer here. I'll go ahead and I'll pick up this Shrike. And oh yeah, we'll just wait. It's so hard to get things repaired. Oh, these are actually cheaper than those guys. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is my alternate. I'll figure it out. I got lots of time to go shopping. What do you want? I don't want to talk. Whatever. Whatever. Leave me alone. I hate you. I hate you so much. I'll blow you up one of these days. I hate the hegemony all day long. Oh, I forgot to go get gas. Oh, we need one of those for the Shrike. So, that one's Shrike. Noob tube. It's noob tubular. These are your kites. Why are they not available anywhere? Extended magazine. Oh, yeah, no way. Looking all over for that. I forgot to go back to the rock and get gas. So, like, I probably went back there, stared at the fleet, and then just walked away. Instead of buying gas. Bonus speed. Blow you guys all up at some point. You know what occurred to me? I need this guy set up for bombing, specifically. Not the Xyphus, but like, I need proper bombers. So I might need to go set him up completely differently. But I'm gonna need like daggers in him. How many more I'm gonna get of these kites? Because I'm not even finding them. I'd be happy to get 2 more. There's one. There's 2. Okay, so I can shut my mouth now. I found them. So I gotta shut up. I think I'm just gonna get the hound. The hegemony has a hound as well. That's funny that they have shielded cargo holds. Ugh, where are all the harpoons? Healers, no boom cannons, no phase lances except the one I've already got, extended magazine, high resolution sensors. Oh, it costs 15 on the big guy. Should be able to get something. No, can't get anything from that. I'm gonna get the advanced turrets now. Glorious. Under the guns. Alright, start. alone. Buying your ships, you just don't have them on the open market as your assholes. They're kites, too. Like, come on. I'm gonna do a kite-only run. Kite-only pirates. That'll be hilarious. Actually, what I'll just do is I'll do a frigate-only run. Kites. Maybe I'll start kites only. Just to see. Just to see. Some more kites. Time to get them. Now look at this pirate falcon. No, I can't afford the pirate falcon. Get another Shrike. So you don't need them for your fleet. However, if you're going to explore, they allow you to collect more salvage, which includes fuel and supplies, which allows you to stay out further and longer. It also boosts how much salvage you find in general. So like for heavy weapons, like when you find heavy weapons, you'll find more. When you find drugs, you'll find more. Everything, all the resources that you find, you'll find more of. Drone tenders lower the cost that it takes to survey a planet, and they can bring that down so that it only costs 5 supplies to survey a planet if you have enough of them, and the planet isn't that big. Then that can be very useful. And the salvage rig does more salvage recovery than the drone tenders do, but it does not have the survey built in. You have to add the survey. But when you do, it counts as 2 drone tenders per survey, and it counts as like 5 drone tenders for salvage. It's really good on its salvage. I forget exact numbers though. They're not yelling at me. They're just always getting harassed. In my defense, I am buying black market ships. However, in their defense, I mean. The Quetzalcoatl. I'm gonna buy it. I just love the name. That's a Quetzalcoatl. Unfortunately, I am now completely out of money! So much out of money! I'm going to go to the Thulian Raider base to make some money. And we are officially space scumbags. We look like hegemony. You didn't have anything on him anyway. Ooh. There's another gas giant on Tucson. Thulian Raider base that needed supplies. Yes, they do. Of course, they are way out in the middle of nowhere. That's why they need supplies. Bonk, bonk. Finally, harpoon racks. Oh, this place. all my supplies. I need supplies. Wait, what? Yeah, there's probably some more headquarters for the derpy boy. Excuse me. Oh, we got that just in time. So far, now we're out of supplies. Sorry. Here. Supplies. What's guns? The raider base wants guns too. Here, take all my gas. Spawn gas, I think. Billion Raider Base also wants luxury goods and goods. They want machines as well. Oh, I don't have any money. Alright, let's just take this to them. Hold on, we'll be right back. We just gotta do a quick deal with the pirates. You know how it is. For antimatter blasters. Some guns. Here's some more supplies. And there was much rejoicing. I'll go back to the Thillian Raider base. I'm fine. I'm not going to buy any other ships. I just want eventually to get production slots so I can buy some more hegemonies. Ooh, I like the cut of their chip. Energy weapons. Alright, I do have an energy weapons vessel. We have this guy here. You can just start cutting people in half. It would be great. Yeah, afflictors are pretty strong, especially if you put antimatter blasters on them. Afflictors with antimatter blasters are serious business. Oops, I forgot to turn my transponder back on. I'm gonna buy another Vanguard. So we have 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's my Manticore. I'm not going to let anyone else fly the Manticore, or like, because that'll be the ship that I fly in smaller fights. So I need maybe I just don't use this Shrike. I don't like Shrike so much. Or I could get a second Shrike. If I don't like Shrikes that much, why would I get a second Shrike? Yeah, I'm just gonna bench the Shrike, and I'm gonna put 2 guys in the Manticore, or the Recombs. Monitors. Shrikes are nice when you're flying. If you're flying a lot of them like that, though, then you're set up to like take advantage of them then. But what I'm looking to do, like, I think I'd rather have another Enforcer than to have 2 Shrikes. Another Enforcer and another Manticore. For just raw damage spraying everywhere. Which sounds, suggestive. So yeah, I'll have 2 Manticores, 2 Shrikes, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, put the Shrike away. Because I need ships to take advantage of the fact that most of my smaller craft are going to be dropping their shields. So my larger craft should take advantage of that. I'm gonna check. Oh wait, I gotta make some money real quick. Damn it, I always do this. I keep freaking up. Forgetting where Mariath is, I come in and then I insist that that gas giant on my auto map is not where it, I just, fly around like a lunatic. Yeah. I have too many guns. Too many of the wrong guns. Do I even have any healers? 1 healer. And I do have antimatter blasters. Nice. Okay, there's my antimatter blasters. I think I have needlers on my other guy, on my other base ships. Harden their subsystems so they can stay in the fight longer. Yeah, I have a needler on this guy. We'll just strip his needler. In fact, we'll strip the other guy's needler too. Wait, I already have a freaking regular shade. I'm good at this game. No. It's a little. I did that wrong. Bam. Oh, they're beautiful. I love the needler on these guys. Alright, weapon that. conduits, resistive flux conduits, hardened subsystems. Still has extra spots. You do not get the hardened subsystems. Actually, effective hardened subsystems. He doesn't necessarily get that. What he needs is a couple of salamanders. Instead of those. There we go. And now we harden the subsystems. Do it again. Do it anyway. Give me the weapon mounts on him so that I can harden the subsystems. Honestly, I don't know that I want to have these ion cannons on them. Maybe the pirate shade is the way to go. Do I have it in storage? Yeah, I do. I think he's the way to go. The afflictor, like, you get extra stuff that's worth it, and you can equip them slightly better. But with the shade, like, you might as well get the pirate one. Oh, but you know what? If I just unequip those other mounts, then I can equip some more stuff. Oh, he's cheaper. He's cheaper. He's cheaper. I can get two of them if I really am concerned about not having another shade out. Science, he'll go up here because he's cheaper. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minus that, so 7. Yeah, I think I just need to get another afflictor. Subsystems. And fire. I'm not gonna do it, but try. I don't have enough sabos to give him the sabo raft as well. Fortunately. So let's go swarmers. Combination with the sabos. I was getting ready to take a break. We wanted to chill for a bit on the porch. You do? Where at? I was gonna ask you about that. Let me just go ahead and pause here for now. And I'm gonna go have a cigarette, talk with the captain about his new position, and I will be back. I'm going to loiter a little bit, but when I get back, we're going to turn into a proper menace. So I'm going to get, yeah,